Before watching the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel and enable bell notification to never miss an update from us.
Hello everyone and morning all of you. This is Ashma, your current affairs and banking awareness faculty on Entry platform, and in this video we'll be talking about all the major news events that have happened in the past day. We'll be taking into consideration all the important news events that have happened and are important from examination point of view as well. So it's going to be a short and crisp video in which you'll be getting all the important highlights of the day. And for those who want to practice the questions alongside, for them we have everyday live quiz that happens on Entry app. So you can download app from the link which is provided in the description section below, and that will help you in bringing up all the important questions that are there for examination. Let's start the discussion with the first news event, that is a Karkandar scheme. Now, this scheme has been launched by the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir to support the local artisans and weavers of the Union Territory. The implementation work has been given to Directorate of Handicraft and Handloom of Kashmir slash Jammu, and they are going to look after all the handicraft worksmen which are there, and it is going to promote the traditional handicraft work which is there of Jammu and Kashmir. The scheme is basically a very good potential towards self-employment or entrepreneurship, and it's also going to identify and impart the training of those crafts or of those traditional artisans to the other people as well. So it includes walnut wood carving or silver fingerly carpet, kani shawl, and kadambam paper machine crafts, and various such crafts. Now, in this, the meritorious trainees are going to be given a monthly amount of 2,000 rupees as an honorarium, and the trainer is going to get 2,000 every month for each trainee. 25,000 rupees will be given as a form of support for logistics, raw materials, and all the other things which are required. So it's going to increase the income source, provide linkages with producer organizations, and develop entrepreneurship skills as well. Then we have Green and Sustainable Deposit Program. Now, this is a deposit program which has been started by HDFC as a green and sustainable deposit program for all the retail clients of the bank. What are they going to talk? What are the benefits that are there as per this scheme? So, talking about it, the fund of these schemes are going to be used for financing of green and sustainable housing credit solution and services. The interest rates that are applicable on it is 6.55%. The maturity period is going to be between 3 to 10 years duration. And the senior citizens are going to get an additional interest rate of 0.25% per annum on their deposit of 2 crore rupees, up to 2 crore rupees. Additional interest of 0.1% per annum will be for those whose deposits are up to 50 lakh if made through online platform of the bank. So if it's done via digital mode, only then 0.1% additional interest is going to be granted. Then we have a few one-liners. Jammu and Kashmir Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha ji has unveiled a mobile application with the name Proof. The Proof stands for Photographic Record of on-site facility, and it is going to bring in more transparency and accountability in the governance system. Now, if we talk about this app, it is going to help track and monitor the work progress activities of the various departmental projects that are being run in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, and will also help to ensure the timely completion of these projects. So basically, increasing of transparency and bringing in accountability in the governance system of the Union Territory is the purpose behind. The app has been developed by NIC or National Informatics Center. NIC is the one which has developed this app. Then we have Indian naval ship Tabor, which arrived at Portsmouth in England to undertake the annual bilateral drill exercise, which is by the name Exercise Konkan 2021. That is between Indian Navy and Britain's Royal Navy. Both of them have together launched this bilateral exercise, and the name is the INS Tabor is the one which is going to participate from the side of India, whereas from Britain side we have HMS Westminster of Royal Navy. This exercise is being conducted since 2004 year, and it is held annually since then for interoperability, synergy, and cooperation between both the navies. Then we have 15-year-old Indian Grandmaster Ronak Sadhwani, who has won 19th Spilimberg Open Chess Tournament in Italy. Now, he has recently won it, the fourth seeded Sadhwani, and he's from Nagpur, and he had recently won it in Italy, the tournament. Then we have Zambia, the opposition leader Hakainde Hichilema of United Party of National Development, who has won 2021 general presidential election of the country. Prime Minister of Malaysia Muhyiddin Yassin and his cabinet have recently resigned after all of them had lost confidence vote of the country. However, they are going to stay as caretaker prime minister till the successor is named, or who is going to be replacing him. A new book with the title The Dream of Revolution, a biography of Jayaprakash Narayan, was written by historian Bimal Prasad and author Sujata Prasad. Both of them have written this new book, and it is going to be published by Penguin Random House India, which is a biography on a revolutionary leader and independence activist that is Jayaprakash Narayan, who is also known as Lok Nayak or JP. Then we have Reserve Bank of India, which has cancelled the license of Karnal Nagari Sahakari Bank Limited, which is based in Raigad, Maharashtra. CCI, Competition Commission of India, has approved acquisition of Zomato Limited for approximately 9.3% stake each of Grofers India and Hands On Trade Private Limited. Follow Payment Distancing is a strategic campaign to promote and encourage contactless payments in India in duration of the pandemic situation and create awareness about all the digital modes of payment that are currently present. So, for the particular purpose of running this campaign, and this campaign is being run, and who is going to launch it? It was launched by NPCI, National Payments Corporation of India. NPCI is the one which has released this, and it is not alone. It has done with RuPay platform, that is RuPay contactless cards. Then we have Odex Pay Later Solutions, which was launched by DBS Bank India in partnership with Odex to provide credit solutions to freight forwarders associated with the shipping sector. So the customers will be able to avail comprehensive payment solution for their ocean shipping transactions. Odex India Solutions is based in Mumbai, whereas DBS Bank also based in Mumbai. Then we have India and East Africa Community, which has signed a joint action plan to enhance trading activities with fast clearance of goods between both the entities. EAC comprises of 6 nations, namely Burundi, South Sudan, Uganda, Kenya, Rwanda, and Tanzania. These are the 6 countries who are a part of EAC, and it is headquartered in Tanzania. RBI has imposed a penalty of 1 crore on Cooperative Rabobank UA for not following certain provisions of the Banking Regulation Act 1949 regarding the transfer to reserve funds. Then we have Neeraj Chopra, who ranked second in World Athletics Men's Javelin Throw Ranking 2021. First rank being Germany's Johannes Vetter. He's the top rank in Javelin Throw, and the second rank being Neeraj Chopra. The rankings are released by World Athletics Federation, which is the apex world body for governing of the sport. Ronak Sadhwani, a 15-year-old Indian Grandmaster, won 19th Spilimbergo Open Chess Tournament held in Italy. Muhammad Azam has been awarded National Youth Award by Union Youth Affairs and Sports Minister Anurag Singh Thakurji. We'll be talking about that further in the next slide. Mahatma Gandhi ji, the great personality, is going to be awarded prestigious Congressarial Gold Medal for his promotional work of peace and non-violence. Exercise Konkan 2021 is exercise between India and Britain, which was held in Portsmouth, UK, and India was represented by INS Tau. Southeast Asia Cooperative Training or SEACAT is a US Navy led military exercise in which Indian Navy participated to analyze, demonstrate maritime maneuvers, enhance interoperability, and boost maritime security, which was held in Singapore recently. SBI Life Insurance has launched a new life insurance solution, which is by the name SBI Life eShield Next, which is an individual, non-linked, non-participating life insurance solution. Policy is not linked to stock market and it does not share profit or dividends with its policy holders. Fifth BRICS industry meeting was held in a virtual format recently, and since BRICS chairship is with India, therefore, Indian Union Minister of Commerce and Industry, that is Piyush Goyalji, was the one who had chaired this meeting. The meeting had all the members from BRICS, and there were talks about handling technology for good governance in order to have transparency as well as accountability. Chief Minister of Odisha Naveen Patnaik ji announced to launch a Smart Health Cards scheme, which will be covering approximately 3.5 crore people of 96 lakh families. It aims to transform the health service delivery system of the state. Now, this Smart Health Card scheme, which has been launched, it is similar to debit cards to certain amounts, and Odisha is also the first state in India to provide such health cards to the people of the state. They will be able to avail treatment up to 5 lakh rupees per annum. That's for the families. And women member of the family can take the treatment up to 10 lakh rupees every year using this health card. Then we have Union Minister of Youth Affairs and Sports Sharnag Singh Thakur, who presented the National Youth Awards for the year 2017-18 and 2019-20. And both were given on International Youth Day, which was on 12th of August. There were total 22 National Youth Awards which were given in individual and organizations category. NYA 2017-18 were conferred upon 14 awardees, which includes 10 in individual and 4 in organization category. Universal Service Obligation Fund has signed an agreement with Bharat Sanchar Nigam Limited (BSNL) to make available high quality and high speed internet facility to states in northeast region of India. The agreement is calling for hiring 10 Gbps international bandwidth for internet connectivity to Agartala from Bangladesh Submarine Cable Company Limited (BSCCL). Indian Navy and Vietnam People's Navy have also undertaken bilateral maritime exercise on 18th of August in South China Sea to strengthen the defense ties among the two navies. Hakainde Hichilema, he has been appointed as the president of Zambia and won elections by defeating President Edgar Lungu. Muhyiddin Yassin has submitted resignation, as we have already studied. He was the former Prime Minister of Malaysia. Unmukt Chand is an Indian cricket player and has announced retirement from Indian cricket. He has served in the under 19 team, and he has under him the World Cup 2012 was also won. Priyanka Chopra Jonas has been appointed as chairperson of Geomami or Mumbai Academy of Moving Image Film Festival. Mirabai Chanu has been appointed as brand ambassador of Amway India, and PR Srijesh, who is an Olympian, goalkeeper, and former captain of Indian hockey team, is appointed as brand ambassador of Adventure Tourism, which is in Kerala. But this will be winding up the segment of the day, and I hope this session has been helpful. We'll see you in the next video with more news events. Till then, have a great day.